Hello everyone, I hope you're well. This is CoinsKid. Just going to dive into Bitcoin. Big on the CoinsKid crew. So right now, the DXY is running into this fib, isn't it? The 382 fib, as expected. I did go through this with you the other day. We have found a bit of a resistance just there. Is that some kind of hanging man candlestick? I'm not too familiar with the candlestick formations, to be honest with you. It could be some kind of reversal candlestick that opened and closed just there for the DXY on Friday. Obviously, remember, this won't open again until Monday. So I was looking at an opportunity here to go long on Bitcoin and crypto over the weekend, because I think that what we've got is a little bit of a signal here that we're running to the 382 where we do begin to pull back here for the DXY before continuing into this technical target of this top of this wedge, which is what the DXY is broken out of. So I can't get too bullish on this particular chart yet for reversal until you do something like this. You have some kind of pullback, we hold that, and when we go again. Now if we do start to see that, then this obviously is printing a reversal signature right here, but until then we have to respect what's happening, and this is in a clear downtrend and it's retracing back up for the continuation of the trend. So once this finds its retracement levels and turns around, I think that that's a sweet spot for Bitcoin. Okay, so I wouldn't necessarily get too excited about a major reversal for Bitcoin just yet until we hit the top of this wedge, and I'll keep reminding you of that. Okay, let's dive into the Bitcoin chart and I'm showing you what I'm looking at for a potential powerful wave 3 right now for Bitcoin. So looking at Bitcoin on a weekly time frame, then I think, you know, there's analysis here when I've gone through this with you so many times, and there's so much confluence in the charts as well, which I show you on a daily basis. You know, people think it's bullshit, it's opium, but I'm just trying to deliver a message to you that I've been looking at for a very, very long time. People think I'm too bullish or too bearish, for example. You know, you can't please everybody, and this is something I do relay to everybody. Just there was a massive wedge way back there in 2021. You know, there was a massive breakdown in XRP that I spotted as well, and I remember posting all the setup. You know, you got your big wedge, broke down back to some resistance, and I was looking at this swing low down here. Okay, beautiful level of support, and then we start to come back up. But what I didn't envision, to be honest with you, is the fact that this was going to come up and make a new all-time high. So, you know, for me, the cycle ended just there for Bitcoin. Really simple, just like that cycle ended just there, and we went in for this big ABC zigzag. Just there, we've come in for this irregular correction right now for Bitcoin, and we made some kind of bull trap, which is quite common for Bitcoin. We experienced one just there, and I think we're experiencing one just there as well for Bitcoin. It's quite common, you know, that people get a little bit too bullish on the B wave. I've gone through this with you. So the count that I've got here, it's not bullshit, it's not hopium, and it's still absolutely valid. You know, I said to you on the way down here, all the way, I kept reminding you, Bitcoin can retrace as much as it likes, as long as it doesn't lose that high just there. If it loses that high just there, it invalidates this count, okay, this larger macro count that I've had for a very long time, where we've got the big 1, ABC 2, 3, ABC 4, and then the final fifth wave. So within this wave here, okay, the final fifth wave, we will be looking at subsets of waves within inside of it. Okay, in the big impulsive move, we will be looking at subsets of waves within inside of the wave 5. Okay, so let's take a look at this right now. So what we've got is this beautiful double bottom down here. Okay, this ascending triangle we broke out just there, and I remember at the time I did make a video way back last year as this was happening. I said to you the 5 waves of death, because within inside this C wave here we can identify 5 waves, which is what you do usually look for in a C wave. So we've got the 1, we've got the 2, we've got the 3, we've got the 4, and we've got the final capitulation now, haven't we, of the C wave, the final fifth wave that came all the way back down to this neckline. Okay, look at this beautiful neckline that Bitcoin's been holding in every single crash and correction since 2017. Found it, bounce, found it, bounce, found it, bounce, and right now we found it and we're bouncing again. So with that, what we're doing, and it's really simple to see, with all we've done, we've had a beautiful impulsive move here that I think is topped, okay, and ran out of steam at that point just there, and is actually coming for a correction. Now this particular level of resistance that we ran into, if you take a look to the left, it's that cluster of support, and then the support from there in 2021, okay, which Bitcoin held for so long and then eventually broke it. Now what Bitcoin did do here, and it's really simple to see, within the C wave here, we actually lost the support of this huge, humongous support that had held for so long for Bitcoin. We actually busted through it in the third wave of the C wave. Take a look at that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So within this C wave, the power of the wave 3, the third wave, was what was needed to bust through that support. Okay, but you can clearly see on the way down there, we never back tested the resistance, so this is why I was more biased at this point. Please refer back to the videos. It was looking at a minimal move into this level of resistance, which is what we've got. So right now, the bullish count anyway, obviously there's no bias here, the bullish count remains that this is the final fifth wave and we've got an impulsive wave 1. So in theory, right now, we should be going for some kind of A, B, C correction, whether or not it's zigzag back down to that yellow line, or it's flat and it's done now and we start to come back up, who knows. But what we're looking at, once this correction is over, like I said to you, I think Bitcoin's going for a correction. Once this correction is actually over, which began in April, we will be looking at the next wave being a powerful wave 3 to take out this resistance, okay, which was previous support lost by a wave 3 on the way down here. Do you understand? Really as simple. So what I'm looking at right now is a 1, A, B, C, 2, come to the yellow line or whatever, break out again. The resistance taken out will be by a wave 3. Now a lot of people say, where's wave 3 going to go to? Is it going to make an all-time high? My minimal target for this third wave, okay, which I think will be really, really powerful, because usually it is. Look at that big powerful third wave there. Look at that big macro third wave there as well, okay. I think this is going to be a very powerful wave. It could be fueled by something, who knows, you know, spot ETF or whatever, who knows. But if we do get it and we start to take out this resistance, that in itself is going to make everyone really, really bullish. So that could be the, you know, the sort of running cart that everyone gets into, the train that starts in motion, because to see it break this resistance. So, you know, it's all about support and resistance. You're fully aware of that. But providing Bitcoin goes through this retracement, which I think it's going through right now, and the confluence is many other charts, not just Bitcoin, I show this on a daily basis. I think that once we get this correction out of the way, you know, and put out this little bear trap and people get scared and, you know, they're not buying the fear, they sell into it and things like that, I think that this next wave is the wave 3. Just like this third wave broke support, this third wave is going to break resistance. So where's it going to go to? My minimal target is where we formed the wedge just there, okay. I'm looking at 46k Bitcoin. Now it could come as early as this year, October, November, December, whatever, you know, because look at this, we're in the floor, boom, we're in the floor, boom, we're in the floor, boom. You know, Bitcoin only has to do that again, and it could easily be at that 46k target, which is a target I gave you way back in January. Once we broke out this falling wedge just there, we backtested it in a regular ABC correction. At this point, this is where we went long with our life savings. We're really tight stop loss. You know, we was looking at opportunity when everyone was really fearful again, and then we rode it all the way up, haven't we? You know, we've done really, really well. So, you know, providing we go through this correction, Bitcoin's looking at 46k, possibly by the end of the year here, when people are really fearful, and all the confluence in other charts is giving the game away. So until we lose structure and support, you know, technically this yellow line, if we lose that, yes, I will really consider that Bitcoin is in a world of trouble. You know, until then, I think it's doing okay, and we're looking at this drawback, which is normal, into key resistance. You know, if it had melted through that resistance, I'd be a little bit more skeptical, to be honest with you, but we've ran into it in a beautiful ABC, possibly some kind of flat ascending triangle at the moment that takes out this resistance. This next leg is going to be a powerful wave 3, and it's going to be a really, really, you know, real powerful move for Bitcoin, with a minimal target of 46k and possibly an all-time high retest, okay, before coming back and then making the way 4, and then boom, see you later. So it's absolutely possible until it's not. The invalidation will be there, just like I said to you when we was coming back down in this ABC. You know, losing that high was the invalidation. Right now there's a squeaky bum time if we do take out that yellow line, because this has been multi-year support for Bitcoin going forward, okay. So I can't get too bearish just yet, because I think we're retracing. Until we lose structure and support, I remain bullish on Bitcoin. It really is that simple, you know. So sometimes I repeat myself a lot. I do apologize. I think there's a beautiful opportunity coming up here for Bitcoin, but remember, just be patient, wait for that opportunity and that turnaround in the DXY. If we do start to see that, then, you know, Bitcoin could really be in for a good time here, you know, and it might be foretelling of some kind of spot application approval or whatever, where the money just pour in. Take care everyone, back soon with another update on Bitcoin. Stay healthy, stay strong, stay tuned. Bye bye.